Yeah. Join us to continue the preaching.
The whole world listens to Radio Biafra. And here we set the agenda for political discourse, especially in the abominable contraption called the Zoological Republic of Nigeria. We have one thing in common, all of us that believe in Biafra. One thing is we have in common: a pathological hatred for Nigeria. I cannot begin to put into words how much I hate Nigeria. People don't understand it. I despise it. With every drop of blood in my body, I will walk towards the total dismemberment of that zoo. That by the time we finish, Nigeria will no longer exist. That name, we wave goodbye to it. The same way Yugoslavia is gone, that Soviet Union is gone, that same way will the word Nigeria be obliterated from history books. Nigeria is a reminder that black people are stupid and foolish. Nigeria is a reminder
that is
colonial mentality actually seeped into our bone marrows. As somebody reminded us this morning, when somebody from Nigeria prays and says, "Oh, God bless Nigeria," you are making a mockery of God. God can only bless something that is created. I learned that this morning.
Yes.
God did not create the zoo.
No.
Therefore, there is no way God can bless it. It's impossible. Impossible. That hopeless entity that people today say they are very proud to belong to was created by a white man.
Come on, Biafrans, come on. You know, we are here to sanitize our people, and we must continue doing what we are doing. When you look inside our people, you call Nigeria, you watch social media, you watch internet, our people are really backward in what this life is teaching about. Advancement of human being has entered inside AI. We are dealing under AI intelligence, but our people are there in Nigeria trying to understand relationship between man and the woman you love, and the woman that love you, and men that doesn't love you. Teaching things that has come and gone long time ago. And when we see this kind of a thing, we shed tears because of the kind of backwardness Nigerian government put inside the life of our people. They took electricity away from you. They took away history out of the school. That's why you will see our people, all the people Simon Ekpa is trying to save today. All the people that made MaziNnamdiKanu to be inside DSA dungeon, lavishing. The people who is crying day and night. The people who doesn't even want you that live Europe and America or any other part of the world to rest. They will keep on calling you every minute of the day to send money. These particular people are the people you want to save. And they are not really paying attention to what is really happening. How can you be concentrating on woman and man? Go inside social media, go to TikTok. Every one of them is talking one jargon and the another. It seems that nobody is really understanding that their life is highly in danger. And because of these people, some people like Simon Ekpa, Nnamdi Kanu is suffering. Madam Azoka and all the media team and this Biafran government in exile is suffering. Nobody is paying attention. Few people that is paying attention, they will come on and begin to say, "May God help MaziNnamdiKanu, may God free MaziNnamdiKanu," but you are not really doing anything that will save him. Some people will say, "Hey, let nothing happen to MaziNnamdiKanu," but you are not contributing. What you go on doing in your own social media, only way you can be able to pass information is teaching what you can do to please your husband and what you can do to please your wife. churches preaching the same thing, but you don't know that the Fulanis have dominated you. Why is it that you have not started hearing sound everywhere now? Boom, bam, boom, bam. It's just because of Simon Ekpa. Because of Simon Ekpa, you have not started hearing, destroying every Igbo person just like they did in Lagos. Because of Simon Ekpa. But our people is really not understanding anything happening to them. I am asking you, some few people that is really following, knowing that the Biafra is the last hope. They will say, God free MaziNnamdiKanu. There is no way God will free MaziNnamdiKanu without you teaching your relatives, teaching your neighbors, telling them that the Simon Ekpa is the person who is taking the case of MaziNnamdiKanu in front of United Nations. There is no way God will listen and free MaziNnamdiKanu without you telling your brothers and sisters to pay attention to the activities of Simon Ekpa and this autopilot IPOBs. No way. We don't believe in hanky-panky. We don't believe in beating around the bushes. We don't believe in all this nonsense. We believe in reality. Our people are really, really, really messing up. These people are not even interested of being Islam. They are not even interested of being convert to Muslim. They are not even interested of being slave again. They are not even interested in anything. But ask yourself one single question. These people called pastors, they are supposed to carry out this agitation knowing that they are the people that promoted P2B. Today, P2B has failed you because P2B cannot fight for what belongs to him. He can't. Those pastors that promoted P2B, where are them today? Why are they not looking for another strategy? Why are they not looking for extra way on how to be free? Why is it that those reverend fathers, reverend sisters, those deacons, those deaconesses, those pastors that gathered all those, I don't know if I should call them sheep, just the way Bible referred to some people, they call them sheep. And even goat is even better than sheep. Instead, I will become a sheep. It's better for me to become a goat because a goat, some people made some magic in Anambra State the other day. They bring up a sheep and they place the sheep on top of table. The sheep will stay there without looking for a way out. But goat, you take goat and place it on top of table. That goat will tell you, man, this is not my place. You can see our people dying. You can see our people seeing danger in front of them every day. You can see our people, they are always going there to their pastors. They are always going there to their reverend fathers and reverend sisters, their deacons and deaconesses. But their problems remain unsolved. These particular people cannot ask a question. Why is it that things is still the way it is or even getting worse than how it was before? Now, Simon Ekpa took it upon himself, and our people are not even paying attention. Go there and listen to people. What is their people teaching you? How you want to, what you can do to please your husband? What is the kind of woman you have to marry? Who cares about all this nonsense? Who cares about the husband and the family now? Who cares about all these things? What you're supposed to care about now is your life. And your life now remains in the hands of autopiloted IPOB now, today. Thank God that Simon Ekpa have taken note upon himself and he was voted and become the Biafran Prime Minister. Now he is taking this agitation to the top level, meeting all world leaders, meeting all intelligences of this world, telling them the reason why you people should have a rethink. Why you people should have a revolution inside your brain first. Ask yourself deep question. They told you that it says the early time pastors, they preach that a relationship between man and the woman is a sin. That if you have relationship with a man and the woman, it's a sin. You will go to hell. Today, this is not the same thing they are teaching, because there's nothing consigns you to that nonsense. Nothing is a sin only when you go on and take a woman by force. That is a sin. That is against the law. There is nothing like a sin in this world. That law, sin does not exist. What exists is things that is against the law. Things that is against the law. And when Biafra comes, Biafra will have what they called mighty and very strong law that will gather everybody. That will make people to have, to develop their attention. And we are here trying to create awareness, calling all those PhD holders, calling those master degree holders, calling the graduates, for them to know how to work for their own benefit, calling those pastors that has people who want to listen to them. You will have some misunderstanding with your household, maybe your husband or your wife. Your wife will run and meet a pastor to seek attention, to seek advice on how they can settle their own problem in their own family. And they will ended up taking night vigil and a different kind of nonsense that doesn't have anything. Your wife will go out and begin to seek advice from a young pastor that is not even married, or a young pastor that doesn't even have children, or a young pastor that doesn't even know anything concerning what life is all about. And that is how bad things has become. You don't have any experience of marital life, and you are giving them what they call marriage counselor. But you know, the original problem you are having in Nigeria, in Africa, is bad government. Why is it that the pastors, reverend fathers and reverend sisters are not telling their own followers exactly what they should do on these plans which China has against Africa, and how they will break it? Even if they are not politicians, why is it that they are not looking forward towards some people like Simon Ekpa, who is trying to break this chain? They say kill them before they grow. Who is trying to break this chain early? Why is it that they are not directing the attention of those people? When Mbaka stood against the Biafra, we stood here, we made video, we posted it in Adoration Ministry. Mbaka listened and he made a U-turn. Why is it difficult for many Biafrans to know the way they came out to vote Peter Obi? Why is it difficult for them to turn again and say, man, Peter Obi, it has been obvious now that Peter Obi will not be president of Nigeria. They send him to court and the Tinubu will be sworn in. How prepared are you people now, ready to come out of that contraption, to come out of that iniquity, to come out of those things they are telling you that you see in Nigeria going on? How prepared are you? That is what we have come to ask. Why is it that people in Nigeria, even their pastors, cannot direct people on how to write a reasonable prayer point? Because the most reasonable prayer point every Easterner in Nigeria, or every Biafran in Nigeria, should write today is the release of MaziNnamdiKanu and preach the activity of Simon Ekpa that will give you everlasting joy. Why is it difficult for these people to adopt to what is really happening and preach this gospel of MaziNnamdiKanu, which we have to listen now?
Fulani, this man is not Yoruba. But there are some people from Black Africa who are willing to go to war to defend what a white man created out of their own subjugation. The reason why the zoo was created was to subjugate you. You did not create it. A white man.
The reason why the zoo was created is to subjugate you. And how are they subjugating you? They bring you religion, foreign religion. When they came for slave trade, later slave trade stopped. Then they came up for colonization with the missionary journeys. Then they subjugate your brain. Then they created Nigeria and they handed your future over to the Fulanis. Let us hear from Onyendu.
You asked the white man to go. The white man left and went back. But you retained every vestige of subjugation left.
You retained every strategy of subjugation left. Every strategy. They told you not to read history. They removed history out of school. You are not asking yourself question. A lot of our people traveled out of Nigeria. Some are in America. Some are in Canada. Some in Australia. Some in Europe. Some in different parts of the world. In Asia, in India. Where you see a different systematic of government. But they ended up searching for money, forgetting that money is before you come, and the money will be before you go. They ended up searching for money. Why Fulanis concentrated on trying to gain your land. And as they are trying to gain your land to push you away, China is pressing. China is entering to buy those places. Nigeria is in a high debt to China. Nigeria is in a high debt to China, which means China has bought Nigeria, that territory you are, doing comedy. Nigeria has bought that place. Now, you are still riding on that subjugation. As MaziNnamdiKanu said it, then we go.
In the hands of the tyrannical few. Those who can read and write, claiming they are PhD holders, but lack rudimentary.
Those who can read and write, claiming to be PhD holders, master degree holders, graduates, their brain has been transformed on how to read and write and how to cram recitation in their brain. But these people, their brain is not developed enough for them to reason why after obtaining your PhD, you will end up serving Fulanis. The people who is giving the Fulanis the idea on how to penetrate Biafran land are our PhD holders, our master degree holders, our graduates. Our Biafran brothers are the people who sold their own brothers to the Fulanis and also to the Britons. So, with MaziNnamdiKanu, we are preaching the gospel.
They don't understand how to structure a society. Our forefathers were better political thinkers and philosophers more than the fools that gave us this zoo called Nigeria.
Our forefathers are better philosophies on how to build life and how to make life easy than all the people that studied in Nigeria. I wonder, how can someone study in Nigeria? You don't have electricity, and you will call your father, your mother, your relative that run out of Nigeria because of poverty. They will tell you that there is a miracle center where you can go and pass your exam. Another person will give you exam. You will pass the exam. Then you will obtain your PhD. Later, then you will go and work for. How can you make sense? How can sense enter inside you when everything is corrupt? Our forefathers have better strategy. Down to Michael Okpara, down. Our forefathers have better strategy. Again, all these things now have evaluated again down to these autopilot IPOBs who become the most critical thinkers. And the MaziNnamdiKanu proclaimed autopilot when he was teaching. And he says, in autopilot, we are here in autopilot. I can assure you with autopilot, we will get Biafra. So why is it that our people are not paying attention to this autopilot? A lot of people are wasting their time. They spend time in comedy. And one thing with the Fulanis is, Fulanis like it when our people are into music. They like it when our people are into different kind of entertainment or comedy. That is what Fulanis like so much in the life of Biafrans. For them not to pay attention, they say, go and dance. We are coming. When we come, we will come with the AK-47. And let's hear.
They couldn't have come up with everybody in case they can acquire. Never in their lives. Instead, what they did was to surround themselves with the military and the police. Instead, what they did is to ensure the subjugation of their own people by bringing money abroad and banking it abroad. And people are wallowing in abject poverty.
Seeing is believing. And the Igbo says, a traveler is wiser than a gray-haired man. Those people who is watching now and those that will watch later, call your brothers, especially those living in Switzerland. In Switzerland, Switzerland is the place where all these politicians are dumping the money. In Switzerland, that is where every one of them have strong gold ecolide. There are some parts in Switzerland, that area there doesn't have underground train. All the underground is luggages of money, belonging to you and me. Belonging to you and me. Go call Switzerland. Then you go to England, you will see our people, they will take money that belongs to me and you, that is made to develop Biafran land, that is made to build road, that is made to bring information, that is made to bring electricity. They will use that money, they will go to London, they will buy a house in London. They will send their own children to London, America, Canada, Australia to go and study. Their children will remain there. Why Fulanis is encroaching to take your own land. And these people are the graduates. These people are the master degree holders. These people are the PhD holders. And they will listen and they preach MaziNnamdiKanu.
With the way that a black person reasons, that sometimes I wonder. I wonder if some of them are human beings at all or not. I wonder seriously. I don't think so, in my opinion. There is no need, there is no reason why they got independence from a country where the police do not carry guns on the street. Upon becoming independent, these band of vandals and animals created a police force. A police should be a civil service, not a force.
A police should be a civil service, not a force. But sometimes we blame our people living in Europe. We blame our people living in America. We blame our people living in Canada. We blame our people living in London. We blame our people living in a developed country where they will know, they have seen that a policeman is a civil servant. A policeman is not made to carry gun on the street. A policeman is made to serve you and check where anywhere you can see any violence. Then they will call people. Maybe a house is catching fire. They will call the fire extinguishers to come. The government must respond to their call immediately. Ozamaka, I agree with you so much. the government must respond to them. And this is the kind of government we are bringing to Biafran land, where policemen cannot have access to gun, because police is not made to carry gun. Police is made as a vigilante. The police is made to look around, to see what is going on the street, to see how people is living, to see how people things that is not in order. Police we call authority. Authority will authorize people that will come and do the job. Police is not made to carry gun on the street. But in Nigeria, it's a war zone. A policeman carry AK-47, stopping people on the street, obtaining money from the street, taking bribe, different kind of bribe. And our people is suffering inside this thing. Fela sing his own song and say that our people is suffering the kind of suffering they called suffering and smiling. Everything is a gal for them. Everything is a gal for our people. And our people living in Europe, living in America, are not really calling their own brothers and sisters in Nigeria or in Biafran land and tell them this is supposed not to be like this. How long is this thing going to take place? Now we have to change the system. How many people knows the meaning of Biafran government in exile? How many people knows the activity of Simon Ekpa and what he is doing today? And you know that Nnamdi Kanu is inside the SA dungeon, suffering. You know this thing very, very well. And Nnamdi Kanu is there because of you. You still have time dancing, doing comedy, telling us what you can do for your wife to love you, what you can do to get your bola big, what you can do for nonsense things that doesn't bring anything positive to your own personal being. That is what they are promoting, and this is what the bad people of Europe, this is what they want. Some of our people in Europe here, some of them are single mothers. They depend on taking money from government, and they don't really know the secret behind government sponsoring you as a single mother in Europe. You have children, government will tell you, yes, I want you, we will take care of the baby while you become the mother. You become a single mother in Europe. The government will be giving you money. Do you know what they are taking away from those children? Do you know what they are taking away from those children? They are paying you money. You relax. The money they paid you, you will still use. Hey, yeah, somebody have blessed me with too much money. Super chat. Flora Akubilo. Hey, thank you. May God bless you. May Chuko Kikabiama bless you. May Chuko Kikabiama refill your pocket wherever you bring it. Biafrans, you see, people appreciate what we are doing. We will go on and keep on doing it because it is bearing fruit. This is a petrol. The meaning of petrol is when you put gasolina inside your car, that car will move. This is, you see, it's showing yellow. Biafrans, please send the greetings to our sister Flora Akubilo. Flora, thank you so much. Now, our duty is to make sure we bring some secret, some hidden secret, because we are visualizing and we are trying to dig out the kind of game these people are playing. The Europeans are playing. They gave power to women. They gave power to children. Then the fathers, the men has nothing, no law. But the eye of the government is on you, which is the man. And the women will be misused, thinking that the government is doing you a favor by telling you that you have right more than your husband at home. And they will tell you, okay, listen, if you become a single mother, they will be paying your first child, they will pay your second child, they will pay your third child. Then from that side, they will push your attention away from your husband. Then you become a single mother. When you become a single mother, do you know what they take away from you? They took away that reasoning of a man out of the children. The power which the man possesses, reasonable men say, the power which the man possessed in the house, then they took it away. And when you go deep, studying this thing very, very deep, if you study this very, very deep, because we who try to bring this gospel to your own understanding, we are now watching the white people themselves. These people are now trying to unite themselves. Many of them are enduring their husband. Many of them are enduring their wives. They know they need each other. The way it has been in Africa. But which people are the people that has the highest divorce now? They are Nigerians. Because why? They believe that when they send the kingmaker of their house out of the family, government will pay them money. When government pay you the money, you will still end up giving the government back that money they give to you. One, you will use the money, you will go and buy food. The government will take that money back. You will use it, you will buy clothes. Government will take the money back. You will use it to pay house rent and the water bill. They will take the money back. You are just living, training the children for them. And the children are growing in a land where there is electricity, where there is running water, and where there is a good road, express road, where they can enjoy themselves. Nightlife is allowed. Then you are telling me that such children will go to your father's land, in Biafran land, where there is no electricity and they feel comfortable, while Fulanis is facing them with AK-47. Fulanis are facing them with the AK-47, and their life is not safe. They have a better life. And the Bible says, the other side, they say, I will make a comfortable home for you in my house. When they bring the Bible, they took you as a slave to come and build their home. After building their home, slaves stop. They came for colony. And after colony stop, they bring missionary journey. When missionary journey, they take reasoning away from you. Now you have to look for visa for you to come and work. Doing the same work they took you by force to do as a slave. And you don't want to be slave. Yeah. All the same. The same thing is rotating. And you are telling me you are making sense. People is, when we look whether this message is really penetrating, some of our people are not really paying attention. Some are not really paying attention. Things Europe practiced long time ago. Europeans, Americans are now into AI intelligence. That's why when you bring your phone, you will type your phone. You will type what is your name. The next day, when you bring your phone, you will type what. You will type what. Then your name will come out and tell you bring it there. They don't want you to know how to write it again. And the inside school of this place, they will tell you, do not give your children phone for them not to lose the naturality of learning. But they are creating artificial intelligence, sending it there for you not to reason. And we are telling you now that there are still ways you can use to pass information to our people. But our people it is now our people begin to learn what is called relationship between man and woman. What you can do for your wife to love, for you to know that your wife loves you. What you can do for you to know that your husband loves you. These things is shake the time of Adam and Eve. That is exactly what our people is now starting to learn, for you to know how backward our people is. And glory to God that this autopilot departed, starting from the time of Michael Obara, when things were okay, according to how Onyendu said it here now. Then everything has become bad. Up to cross all the Ohaneze Ndigbo and the Eastern governors and all those people, they crossed there and they landed up. They're passing the Zama. After passing the Zama and DOS, now it is an autopilot. And this autopilot now is now connecting back to our ancestors. That's why we are telling you, there is nothing you can do that will bring Simon Ekpa down. Because the ancestors, that introduced the power of Eke, Orie, Afonkwo. They all of them are angry on what is really going on to their own children. Everything has been the way it is. They found on Nnamdi Kanu to deliver the message. MaziNnamdiKanu was broadcasting, asking how many people is understanding and how many people is ready to volunteer themselves to this awareness we are creating. Simon Ekpa came up and he told MaziNnamdiKanu, if you are looking for 100 men, count to 50 in me. I will give you 50 men service. Go and look for extra 50. And if there is anything you are looking for, if you don't have anything in your table to restore Biafra, come to me, ask me, I will give you what you need to restore Biafra. And what do you see? How many people knows what Simon Ekpa bring to the table? Simon Ekpa now has gathered all Europe. If our eyes have not seen the people he has gathered inside the United Nations cabinet, we will not be talking boldly the way we are talking today. If our eyes have not seen the kind of people he has gathered in the European Parliament, we will not be bold preaching what we are preaching today. And today, all the Nzama have ended up. You can't hear Eberimu, you can't hear Onyoshi again. Amarachi, thank you. You can't hear Eberimu, you can't hear Onyoshi, Kasamon Eberimu, Samon Abuda again. What you hear now is Biafran government in exile, which you know, today Biafra is under existence. Simon told Nnamdi Kanu, if you don't have something in that table, tell me, I will bring something, I will bring it in that table, then we will solve it. When MaziNnamdiKanu understand the kind of person whom Simon Ekpa is, he told the DOS, do not argue in anything Simon Ekpa did. Do not argue in anything he say. Do not put any obstruction in anything he is doing, because this guy is extraordinary. Chukwukika Abiam arrested Simon Ekpa in Germany at the day of Ekweremadu beat up. Simon Ekpa is the same person who came up boldly. Why Ohaneze Ndi Igbo, other people were there, they run away, they don't want to talk. Simon Ekpa stood and he said, why should the young people beat an elderly man in the name of Ekweremadu? He said, MaziNnamdiKanu, they say that this is your voice. You must come and apologize. Then IPOBs descended on him. They told him, do you understand the motive of MaziNnamdiKanu? And Simon Ekpa is someone that like to listen. Then he went and listened to the motive of MaziNnamdiKanu. From there, he found out the reason Ekweremadu was beat up. Then, from that day, the spirit of Biafra entered him. Then he said, he himself has proclaimed Biafra since 2009. Simon Ekpa proclaimed Biafra in 2009. That time, MaziNnamdiKanu is still serving under Rafo Wazirike. When Simon Ekpa proclaimed Biafra, and all of us are waiting that someone will come one day and motivate every one of us to speak about Biafra. Then Nnamdi Kanu, the biggest lion, he spoke. Then that's why you see some people like Simon Ekpa and a lot of people, a lot of intellectuals are now colliding to this awareness we are making. And today, just like today now, Flora gave me super chat, meaning that our message is being heard. Let us tell you something. As we are doing this thing, they call us miscreant. They call us nuisance. They call us every manners of name. Why are we still doing it? There are some pilots that drive military jets, Igbo people working in Europe, Igbo people working in America, Igbo people working in Canada, Igbo people working in Australia. Some are handling sophisticated machines which you don't even know how to operate. Igbo people are the people who is handling this thing. We can give you example like Philip Emeagwali, the man who created the fastest computer in running this world. Even Brigade is using his own computer. Brigade himself, he can never be rich as the most richest man in this world without the handwork of Igbo people. Do you know where our messages is going? Do you know the area our messages are penetrating? Some people called us in our own phone. They say, yes, they got our own number in the forum and all this thing. Some people have called. They say some people with 3 PhD, 4 PhD, 4 PhD holders, the people who is handling European project, they say that we have awakened their spirit. That's why when you look inside the Biafran government in exile, you think that those people there are ordinary people. You can see some pictures, but the people who is really working, when they open their mouth, this whole world will shake. We know what we are doing. An Igbo man is the chief judge in Canada. The chief judge of Canada is an Igbo man. Our message got to him when Nnamdi Kanu was broadcasting here. After the rendition of MaziNnamdiKanu, that Igbo man wrote a letter to Nigerian government and to the world. Since that time, DOS within the Nzama, they destroyed the mindset of the people. All those white gays on the street, all those white European people that stood up for Biafran liberation. This division from Ifeanyi Ejiofor to their 500,000 recruited Iraqs cleared those young children, those young, vibrant Europeans out. Those Americans, those Germans, those Switzerland bears, those people that our people have dominated everywhere. We have half-castes everywhere. They are hearing our story. Many of them has brought out all the braveness inside them to come and support MaziNnamdiKanu. Now they planned and they renditioned MaziNnamdiKanu. Then this instead of what they called command and the control. Don't listen to Simon Ekpa and the political solution. That thing was the reason why all those gears, those European young people that want to make history, that was the reason all of them go back. And they begin, this DOS turn back the hands of time. They turn back all the hands of time, all the awareness MaziNnamdiKanu created. But can I tell you what? All of them are awake, watching to know how we have to bounce back. Because according to Simon Ekpa, he says, people who is ready to help us are there waiting. But a person who is inside a hole has to raise his hands up. When you raise your hands up, then the rescuer will stretch then the hand and they catch you. Then he will save your life. That's why we are calling, if you are watching this message, try to find a reason. Tell those comedians in Nigeria that is looking for followers, looking for who will share their program. Tell them the way they will be fixing the name of Simon Ekpa inside their program. That is the purpose of this message we are passing today. Let them be fixing the way they turned now. They are having mercy for MaziNnamdiKanu, who is languishing inside the SA dungeon. The same way they found out that Nnamdi meant good. Let them understand it now that the life of Nnamdi now is in the hands of Simon Ekpa. We are saying this thing with our face and they copy this area and they send it to even to the wife of MaziNnamdiKanu, Chikalu. The life of Nnamdi relies now in the hands of Simon Ekpa, who is doing exactly what Nnamdi asked him to do. Creating awareness, building bridges all over the world. Our eyes have seen. And all the documents which Simon is submitting to world powers, you will see the name of Nnamdi there. Release our leader. Then, tell me why someone who knows that he has been suffering in Igbo land will be spending his time for things that doesn't have any meaning. We are critical thinking IPOBs. We are thinking critically and we are bringing it here. We observe everything that is happening. When we observe it, some we will come here and we will deliver some. And why we know that it's happening, and the people is a lot of people are bringing testimonies. A lot of pilots, a lot of military. Our Igbo people working inside in America as CIA. Some of them are alert. That's why we are telling you that our message is going far. But something is remaining. We know that Biafran war, Ojukwu lost the war because of media, because of information. That's why Ojukwu lost the Biafra. And when Israel told MaziNnamdiKanu to go and declare Biafra, MaziNnamdiKanu said no. He is not going to declare Biafra like this. The person who will declare Biafra will come. But he himself will use a microphone, first of all, and kill Nigeria internal. Nnamdi Kanu used the microphone and destroyed Nigeria internally. Internally killing. That is what MaziNnamdi Kanu did to Nigeria. Nigeria, people that confirmed as Odendo, Omukamma. Living dead. Nigeria is a living dead country. Even it's never a country for the first time. It's a company. Nnamdi Kanu used the microphone and he destroyed the nation. And let us get some things from him.
The police force, they created mobile police, the riot police, they created the army, they created the navy, they created everything you can think about, the air force. They created all this rubbish in order to perpetuate themselves in power, in order to continue lying to you, in order for them to master everything that is to do with violence, to kill you and to subjugate you. The white man came, turned us into slaves, subjugated us, took away all our natural resources, and when they were going, they gave power over to a set of black people again, continuing even worse subjugation of their own people. And you're telling me these people are human beings? Is that what you're telling me? That somehow black people in Africa are normal people? Yes, is that what you want me to believe that? If they are normal, they have to prove it. The only way for you to prove that you're not a monkey is by going and getting Biafra.
The only way you are going to prove that you are not a monkey, the only way you are going to prove that you are not an illiterate, the only way you are going to prove that you went to school, all the money your father, your mother, your relatives suffered to send you to school is to prove that you are a Biafran and you stand up and defend it. Come to Europe. Europeans teach their own children on how to love their own country more than their life, even their father and their mother, because everything is inside the country. You must love your country first, before yourself, and you give everything to defend your country. That is how to know who is reasoning, who went to school. Why is it that our people will go to Europe? They will go to a place like Austria, Germany, Switzerland, Holland, Spain, anywhere, some intelligent places. They never listen on how to build a country. Our Nigerian brothers will travel to America and they travel all over the world. They will stay there and go keep on watching Nigerian movie. That is the reason why they are still backward. Go there. Ask some of your brothers and sisters living in America, Europe, London, and all these places. They will tell you the latest Nigerian movie that is coming. And the Nigerian movie does not show you anything different to why you left the country and go to America. It's not showing you anything different. It is a film which, when you watch the beginning of the film, then you know how the ending will be. And some people will devote their time and they'll keep watching Nigerian movie, watching Night of Thousand Life, and watching all those comedy. They devote their time. That's why they are people in Europe, America, they are not developing. MaziNnamdiKanu say, why should you people be promoting big brother Niger? They are not teaching you anything. They are only teaching you how to laugh, how to take everything easy. Some people is dying. They will tell you take it easy. Did Europe take it easy? Europeans did not take it easy. They faced the problem and they solved the problem. They keep on defending it, defending their country, and they keep on solving their problems. I think this kind of message is a kind of message anybody living outside, you can send Western Union, you can send the RIA, you can send Monty, you know every best way to send money to your family in Nigeria, in Biafran land. But you don't know how to send sense to them. You don't know. A saying says, show me how to catch a fish, not giving me fish. Why are you not, when you send money to your family, you will not send sense to them on how to think the agenda of MaziNnamdiKanu, which Simon Ekpa is carrying on today? Why are you not sending sense to them? Even if you don't want to show your face that you are supporting Biafra. But why is it that some people are still criticizing what we are doing? Why is it that these people that know how to carve a video, when you don't even show your face, you know how to connect it and send information, because a picture speaks more than 1,000 words. You are a graduate. After graduating from school, you don't have job. Now, all of you, after graduating, you don't have job. All the things you studied, you use it now to be looking followers in Facebook and the YouTube, Twitter, and the TikTok. But you are not putting sense inside there. This message, if you come across this message, send it to all those comedians that is looking for followers. You know you can handle this social media without showing your face, because your life is more important than your country. But the foreigners will come and kill you. Some people will still show it that they have killed this person. Nobody is asking for justice to those people they killed. You know you can use fake account to attack Simon. You can use fake account to attack Ojukwu. You can use fake account to attack Nnamdi Kanu. But you cannot use that fake account to send a positive message to your people. Copy it and tell them that the reason you don't even know that a human being self is even becoming the robot. The future of human being is going to a robot. Then try to know what to do. That if China is owning Nigeria now, China is buying off all Africa. Let us do something because you are hidden. Why are you not bringing this kind of idea? And the reason we are sending this in is for some people to pick up some idea. We have observed some things and we decided to be sending this kind of message, sharing ideas free of charge. Take it. These are the things, because today, if people see the picture of Ojukwu, Nnamdi Kanu, and Simon Ekpa, that video will go far. But try to know how to tell them the importance of government in exile. Try to know how to bring those American artists, American famous people. Will Smith, especially Will Smith, is from Anambra State originally. You people know how to post them. You know AI intelligence. You know how to push information to them and send information to them, because these people have access. Just like Chimamanda had access to write a letter to Joe Biden. Now, a lot of people has access to write information, to write things to people like 50 Cent, to to people like Rihanna, to people like Beyonce, to people, all those famous American black people, all of them are Igbo slaves. They want you to motivate them because they are famous already. These people can come, they can sit down with the president and tell them, why are you still killing our forefathers in Africa? Don't you people know that you can send the message to them? They said the vineyard is many, but the laborers are few. The vineyard is many, the laborers are few. Many are called, but few is chosen. Why are you still there, waiting for your pastor, whom you know that he is robbing your pocket to enrich himself after he will go to London and buy a house? You are still there clapping for him when he is not telling you anything. They will tell you that cigarette smoking is sin, that you smoke cigar, you go to hell. How many people, Europeans that produce cigar, all of them are here. Who is telling you where is hell and where is heaven? Cigarette is dangerous to your health. Cigarette smoking is not a sin. It's dangerous to your body system. It can create easy cancer to your body. That's why Europeans will write it, they smoke it. And the alcohol is not a sin. But these are the things the pastors will be telling you. Something that is not sin, they will tell you it's a sin. Something that is wrong inside your body system are the things they will tell you that is a sin. They are not differentiating these things. And that's why we are here sending this message. The people who will watch it, the people who are sharing it, when some few people get it, maybe it will get to 100 people. 30 people will understand. And from 30, it will expand again. That is it. That is the reason Simon Ekpa is now today the Prime Minister of Biafra. Because we are passing the information, because we have already observed and visualized the activity of Simon Ekpa. The kind of heart, the kind of mind he has when he came to join the struggle. We check everything. He made a statement. He says that he has proclaimed the Biafra in 2009. And he told the Nigerian government, if you people keep on behaving like this, that Igbo people will rise. And when they stand for Biafra, and nobody will stop them. This thing happened in 2009. Some people don't know that Simon Ekpa has been talking about Biafra since 2009. Some people don't know. How many people knows here? And since that time, some people are wondering, why is it that Simon is making this velocity that he is making today? This velocity he is pushing today. Some people don't know. Why? Because Simon already planned on how to fight for Biafra. Why is it that Simon did not lead Biafra since 2009? You understand? He is not the Messiah like Nnamdi Kanu. No, but he is the armor like Peter in the Bible. He is the armor who knows every strategy and what to do at any point in time. But he wants somebody who will be in front. And then Nnamdi Kanu is in front. Let us tell you again that from 555 vision, MaziNnamdiKanu knew that he has been betrayed. MaziNnamdiKanu knew that people have taken money to sell him. But when MaziNnamdiKanu studied the pamphlet of Simon Ekpa, then he said, okay, he will risk his freedom and he will risk his life. And he said, start to pray this psalm from 1 to 150. And along this line of psalm, things will begin to happen. Things you have never had before will begin to come. And this time, you will use this time to separate the chaffs out of the wheat so that we can know the people who is called to fight for Biafra. And he said, Lord, unto your spirit, unto your hand I commit my spirit. Then MaziNnamdiKanu left. He says that he is going to lead in front. That time when DOS begin to call us to come and fight Simon Ekpa, we called them, we told them, don't you know that Nnamdi knew that he will be arrested? Don't you know that Nnamdi knew that he is going to Nigeria? Don't you know that Nnamdi who left Europe, go to Africa, knows that something might happen. But Simon Ekpa, you are channeling your attention to, is a wrong war. If actually you need Biafra, don't fight that man. We have evidences, we have documents which we submitted to coordinators and zonal coordinators. HOD, Chike Doziem. We told him, look, this war you are trying to channel onto Simon Ekpa will backfire. This man meant good. If actually you need Biafra, stay with Simon. They say maybe we are defending Simon Ekpa because he is giving us money. He is sending us money. The only money now we have seen is this money if Flora has sent to me. That is the only money we have seen in the struggle. But we use our money, we buy phone, we buy laptop, we spend our time to deliver this message for our people to know what is really going on. They will go on accusing some people. They will go on betraying one another. And let us please hear this gospel of MaziNnamdiKanu. We are preaching it because we are 555 Vision, Biafran Gospel, and the Bible. Remember, Biafran Bible is on the way, coupling.
Biafra is the only justification you have to exist as a human being.
Are you heard it?
Anybody saying that he or she is a Nigerian, that person is worse than a fool. A journalist asked me this morning here, why do you call them animals? I said, because they accepted a name given to them by somebody else. Only a dog and a cat can do that. A white man came from Scotland, said your name is Nigeria, you accepted it without asking questions, which goes to show that your brain is not working properly.
But do you people really understand this thing? Your father, your mother has the right to give you a name. They call you your name. They call you Chidimma. They call you Chijioke. They call you Chibuzo. That is a name given to the people that have authority to you, because your father and your mother are your gods. But who gave you the name Nigeria? Royal Niger Company. And you accepted it. Some people will tell me that they have PhD holder. They are PhD holder. They are master degree holder. They are graduate. They can speak England English. England British English. You can speak it better than I do. And you want to tell me that you get sense more than me? No. Igbo say passing sense is not passing sense. Passing sense is more stronger than passing sense. You pass sense, but you didn't pass sense. You pass sense, you did not pass sense. How can you tell me that you are a Biafran, you are an Igbo man? Flora Shaw with Frederick Lugard came and say, okay, this area is in River Niger and this is Niger and this other area, let us join them together and you people are Nigeria from today onward. And a reverend father that went to school deprived himself from having children. Are you people getting this thing? How many people are getting this thing, please? Write some comment here. A reverend father, like a Cardinal Larenze in Vatican, he deprived himself after studying philosophy and whatever he studied that took him to Vatican. He deprived himself having biological children. Then to serve Jesus Christ. Are you getting this thing now? Then you know the history of Ottoman Empire. When Ottoman Empire want to conquer Roman Empire, according to history, that the power of Jesus was what Miriam, the mother of Constantine, used to fight against Ottoman Empire, that made the power of Jesus Christ to be lifted high the way it is. They promoted the cross. Then for Cardinal Arinze, we put cross of Jesus. deprive himself biological children. Maybe he have any in secret, nobody knows. We are dealing on fact. You see Fulanis coming to take the same Jesus that the same Jesus that made you to deprive yourself biological children. Now, how many people get this same, please? Write us comment and tell us if you understand what we are talking about. You tell me you went to school, you study British English. Because you study British English, you can put words where it's supposed to be, according to English. What is the definition of English? An English language is a language of England people. How many England people can speak Igbo the way I do? Anthony, thank you. Thank you, thank you. At least people is really understanding what we are talking. Reverend Father, Reverend Sister, you deprive yourself biological child because you are following Mother Mary, who gave birth to Jesus, whom you are serving, calling on his name. And you see Fulani coming to take away that Jesus out of your mouth. You still keep quiet. You telling me people like us with the 555 vision will listen to you because you speak correct English? English of England people. In Asu Igbo, in Matu Ilu. Are you people getting this thing? A pastor who said, with God impossible is nothing, I raise this one in Jesus' name. Today, you can't hear them talk. All of them depended on Peter Obi to come and revolute Nigeria, to come and uplift Nigeria, which they did not create. Nigeria that put them inside this perpetual they are into. Robbing people, brain, feeding their own pocket, driving private jets. They will call Peter Obi to pray for one Nigeria, which Flora Shaw told Lugard inside a bar. They were inside a bar drinking the same alcohol. Missionary journeys told you that it's a sin. That was where they are. When Florida Shaw told Lord Lugard that you can name these people nigger area. In Germany, the way they pronounce Nigeria is Nigeria. They will make sure that you know that you are a black ass nigger. Nigeria, nigger area. And you see yourself that Fulanis have surrounded you. You still have time to promote the same one Nigeria. You still have time to be making comedy. After making comedy, you go to church and they clap for the same people. Our people must get sense by force. We are coming. Let us hear our Onyendu.
Had your brains been working properly, you would say no, that this is my name. After all, you answer Ahamefuna. My name should not be lost.
Ahamefuna. Onyendu says, after all, your name is Ahamefuna. That is one key we have here now. Ahamefuna. You, as a Biafran, when we mean Biafra, we are talking about this new 32 states that make up Biafra, starting from Edo State, covering everywhere. All these people have Eke, Orie, Afo, Nkwo. That is their 4 market days. Oh, that is their 4 market days, and the language started there. Eke. Our people used to give name Eke, Mbweke, Mborie, Okeke, Okorie, Okafo, Okonkwo. Missionary journeys came. They told you that you should be baptized in the name of Jesus. Your name was Ahamefuna Okeke. They give you baptism name. They took Okeke out. Then they give you Ahamefuna Michael. Or they give you Okeke Michael. One name is missing. We are talking now about Ahamefuna. Now, the structure of Nigeria, 1999 Constitution, made it that Muslim ticket, when Muslim ticket take over, which is Tinubu and the Shetima, the one that will happen on 29. Fulanis will then establish Fulfude in the school, that everybody must speak Fulfude in school, Nigerian school, because Nigeria now has automatically become a Muslim country. The same Nigeria pastors are praying for. Fulanis has another name they want to change to that contraption that will fit to their own. How many people knows the name here, please? Because I forgot it. I have right to forget. How many people knows the new name of Nigeria, which is still inside the Constitution of Nigeria, that they will change the name Nigeria? Fulanis will still change the name called Nigeria, which you are praying for. MaziNnamdiKanu say anybody who pray for one Nigeria is a monkey is better than that person. And you are praying. You see Muslim ticket, automatically Islamization. If you go to Google Nigeria, Nigeria will tell you that Nigeria is Muslim nation. Then on 29th, Nigeria will be automatic Muslim, will become a Muslim nation, recognized by global nation. Then you, who is a pastor, my question now is, Fulanis has an agenda that when Muslim ticket take place, if you want to owe a church, you have to be paying the government, or you have to be employed inside your. Did there somebody write it? Bridge update coming. Go one posting. Okay. So the Fulanis are there. Fulanis are there waiting that whenever this Muslim ticket pass by, then pastors will lose their churches. If you want to work, then the government have to pay you, just like teachers. And they will tell you how many times you will mention the name of Jesus a day until it will be eliminated. And everybody will learn Fufude in the school. And when you learn Fufude, you will change your name. Ahamefuna, that is what our leader says here now. Then, if you want to get a reasonable work in Nigeria, that means you need to attach that. Now your name is Okeke Michael. You have to remove that Okeke. It will remain Michael Usman, Johnson, Haruna. That is what is coming for you people if you don't know. And what do you do to prevent it? That is the question. The only thing you can do to prevent it is to listen to Simon Ekpa, who is bringing a new dimension to this very awareness we are making. Listen to him and share his broadcast accordingly. Those people who is sharing, taking small of his knowledge to share this message, share our own as well. Let us go to our
By
leader.
answering Nigeria, you have abandoned your name, you have abandoned your traditions and your heritage. That is what Biafra is here to reverse. Everybody can gang up against us if they wish. But we want to make this victory in such a way that everybody who is a Biafran will worship God forever and ever. Because the delivery of Biafra from bondage, the extrication of the children of the Most High God, Chukwu Abiyama, from that very abominable entity, will indicate to you once and for all that indeed Chukwu Abiyama is a Biafran.
Chukwu Abiyama is a Biafran. Your name is Okechukwu. Chukwu Abiyama is a Biafran. Your name is Chidimma. Chukwu Abiyama is a Biafran. Your name is Chukwuode. Chukwu Abiyama is a Biafran. Your name is Chijioke. Chukwu Abiyama is a Biafran. Your name is Chukwuode. Chukwu Abiyama is a Biafran. How? Which other way do you people want us to pass this message? For you to know. And what are you waiting to share it? What are you waiting to invite others and give them idea? Chukwu Abiyama is a Biafran. Chukwu Okike Abiyama. And again, the archaeology, the strongest archaeologists of this world says that the history of this world will never be complete until Africa is revisited. And then you people will then understand the secret inside the Old Testament. What is Old Testament? The history of the Igbos are written inside the Old Testament. Are you telling me that Amadioha that killed, that used to fight with the fire? Are you telling me that Elijah, the history of Elijah is not the history of Amadioha? How many people is reasoning with us here? Write us comment. Elijah, they said he is in Israel. When is Israel formulated? In 1948. And when was Biafra? And when was the time when Elijah used to fight with the fire? They said that Samson, I will bring something here and I would like people to write comment. And even if you don't watch it live, when you come write your comment, we will get to it. Samson in the Bible, they said Samson used his hand and he killed a lion. How many people knows this famous story? Then we tell you that the history inside the New Old Testament are the history of Ndi Igbo. On the Igbo people used to have that title and the name Ubuago. Ubuago family. Is it true? Is it true? Then go and check. Does lion exist in Israel? These are critical questions you should ask. Lion does not exist in Israel. Then where does Samson got a lion he killed? He killed with his bare hand. Lion does not exist there in Israel. Check the age of Samson. Check the age of when our people begin to bear Obuago as a name. The history inside the Old Testament will be revealed. The secret behind the Old Testament will be revealed when Biafra is finally actualized. Are you people? Don't you people doesn't know that Britain has the map and everything, the history of Ndibo. Britain have it. It is inside ancient library where MaziNnamdiKanu and Uchemefo used to go to read before they develop their brain and they come to send this message that motivates some of us. History of Old Testament is not the people of the Middle East. The history of Old Testament are me and you, the Biafrans, the Igbo people. But they changed it because Britain want to capture the land in the Middle East. Then they delivered the history of Igbo people, the power Igbo people possess. If I'm Vitalis, thank you. Yeah, the kind of power Igbo people possess, because Chukwu Okike is our God. That's why you give your children, you rename your children after God. MaziNnamdiKanu has been teaching this thing long time ago. That we were there before the first boat landed, before second boat landed, before third boat landed. All of them very close. Some came from Ethiopia, some came and they stopped very close to Benin, some came and they stopped very close to River Niger. There you can get a palace. How do they come? Particularly, personally, we have Israeli people as close friends, as family friends. They themselves said they came from us, not us coming from them. They left from us. They sojourned in the Middle East. And through God you can trace back how they returned. When they returned, there are people who have been occupying that place. That's why they say, Agurese Ejebe Ndi Igbo. When you go to Igbo land, you will see some places that is called Umu Ezigwe, Umu Ajala, Umu Igwe, Umu Chukwu. Umu Chukwu, who gave them that name? Retain your name, retain your identity. And the only thing that can make you to retain that your identity is Biafra. The only thing that can make you to have peace of mind in this life again is Biafra. Nothing more. That's why we already found the truth. We decided to say the truth out, and we voice it out the way it's supposed to be. The way it's supposed to, people will understand it. That's why MaziNnamdiKanu does not speak big British English. That's why Simon Ekpa does not speak those big English. We speak that one, everybody will understand, even Pidgin. Now we the talk. So that everybody will follow. Everybody will follow. But let our people learn how to turn their network to what is really happening, to what is going on. Our people should turn their network, especially the comedians. People like easy things. Comedians, they will make you fun, but strong people will never laugh. Do you see Simon Ekpa laughing? Do you see Gaddafi laughing? Do you see Akbarawa laughing? Do you see 247 laughing? Do you see Nnamdi Kanu laughing? Do you see all those our warriors laughing? The one you can, the people you can't even see their face. Our message is penetrating. It's penetrating and it is bearing mighty fruit. Let's hear from Onye and do small.
They've not seen before. That Biafra must emerge. We must come to exist. We are not going to ask for anything that doesn't belong to us. We are not asking for any territory or resources. All we are asking them to do is to leave us alone.
Leave us alone.
The same way we were before the British came. We have the documentation to prove that we never gave the British the consent to form one Nigeria in the first place. We have the documents. The documents we signed with them was to trade with Royal Niger Company.
It says, we have the document. The document we have with Britain is to trade with the Royal Niger Company. Why then have they turned it and they call it a country, call it Nigeria? And a pastor that say he sucked his mother's breast will come up in the church where there are a multitude. He will tell you, go and pray for something that is illegal. The document they signed was to trade with the Royal Niger Company. Then when they present Royal Niger Company, now they target Nigeria and they push pastors along with the missionary journeys to make sure that everybody believe in the name called Nigeria. Nigeria is green, white, green. Have they fought any war to get Nigeria? No. Even when they are trying to make Nigeria a living country, the original map of Nigeria was having the Star of David. It was having the Star of David in it for you to know that Biafrans, the Igbos, are the real owner of Nigeria. The real owner of Nigeria are the Igbos. The Star of David was there. And this David they are telling you, where did David come from? Where did he come from? These are the people who left from our land when the continent was one. They sojourned to the other side. Igbos has been in existence from time immemorial. If you go to Genesis, they will tell you that God made human being with sand. And we have come across some books that is 1,000 questions and 1,000 answers. They told you how human being begin. And the pastors doesn't even want to let you understand that human beings are growing and changing, growing and changing, growing and changing until we come to this form. And AI intelligence is telling you that human being is going to a robot. How many people knows or how many people want to argue? Human beings are turning to robot and the evidences are there. Evidences are there. The way they are turning to robot. If you don't understand it, Ask me a question. Let me define it. How human beings are turning to robots. And they say that human being does not come from ape. Pastors doesn't want anybody to think about that area. But to go back into ancient libraries, go back to geography, go back and do foundings on your own. You will see some apes that has human form. And when they cover the face, you will see that this thing is now a human being. And they are changing. The way you look now is not the way your father look. It's not the way your grandfather look. Check yourself. Look to your own children. Look at your father. Look at your grandfather. Imagine how the other people are. And your children, you see how they are growing. The head here is now coming up. Before, people used to have mango hair. Now it's not too much. The hair is coming up. And the people are thinking faster, more than how it was before. And the power or the quantity of brain people has olden days is is very small to compare the brain inside people of these days. The brain is more in number, in quantity now than people of old days. Try to go to your science. Try to go and check the area. Pastors, especially pastors, miss the game because they are the people. When you have family problem, your husband will run away looking for pastor who will come and settle his family problem for him. Your wife will run away looking for a pastor that will come and settle his family problem for him. But these people are leading us to nowhere. Leading us to nowhere. In as much as there is a pastor you know that has prayed for P2B, tell that person that he don't even know his left from his right. Copy this area, send it to Chris Aikinomi, send it to Emobai, send it to Oyedepo, send it to Adeboye. All of them, they don't even know their left from their right. They don't even know. They don't know. They don't know their left from their right. And what we are showing our face is Eke is with us. Olie is with us. Afo is with us. Unpo is with us. We will send this message and nothing will happen. We've been sending this message when Nnamdi Kanu was facing the biggest challenge. Nothing happened. It is time now, Simon Ekpa. The only problem Simon is having is because the people who supported MaziNnamdiKanu to restore Biafra inside war, inmate war, that is the problem of Simon Ekpa. And we are doing our best to make sure that we put those things they miss in their brain. Those things that is not in their brain, we are trying to fix those things back. A lot of people are now understanding the development of Simon Ekpa. If DOS did not channel their war to Simon Ekpa, maybe Nnamdi Kanu will be out by now. Maybe Biafran would have been declared by now. But they start inside war. Inside war. Inside war is more dangerous than whatever you can think. Let's listen to Onyendu, then we call it
the consent to go and form Nigeria. This is one thing that the so-called band of Nigerian intellectuals never ever bothered to ask themselves, including the Yorubas, Weshonika in particular. Did we give our consent to Lugard to go and form Nigeria? The answer is no, we did not. Where did they derive the authority to go to form that zoo? Why did they hand over to a group of black men that continued the same slavish mentality impacted upon them by their masters? No wonder they are incapable of civilization. They are incapable of human development. The one who looks down, I understand, is here. Is that not correct? The sun is here, dancing from one nightclub to another, making prostitutes very, very rich on your money. China. And some of us go to that nightclub to go and clean that nightclub to be able to feed and pay house rent. That money is coming from your land. The one who look man is here in Austria with money stolen from Biafra. Him and the children are living it large, having fun. In the morning, we will go to the nightclub where the son went to party to go and clean that nightclub that we can get money to feed.
And after cleaning that night job, that night work now, after cleaning that night work, you will still take the money you work cleaning the nightclub, which they took your money from Nigeria, and the person who took it away from Nigeria, he came to Europe, he enjoyed with the money, Europeans took their own, then you go there, you will go and wash the sheet and everything, the person messed up there, then you will still send that money back to Nigeria, the person will still bring it back again. You see the kind of mess we are into? The kind of mess we are into is I don't understand. Oil belongs to us. They will go there, they will take the oil that belongs to us. Someone come to your father's house, Obaji, then he will take over it and they give you one yam. Go and celebrate. Then you are the only person that can eat in the community. Then I say the Igbo people then turn the adage that says, Ngewa jiji, ngiji monye wanye yari. Man, Obaji is your own. Ndibo. We send this message without looking anybody's face. Check this thing. Copy this message, send it to Cardinal Arins. Copy it, send it to Chris Ayekinomi. Copy it, send it to Emo Bai, and Nanche, Jeremiah, all the pastors you know that has prayed for Peter Obi. Tell them they don't know who is Jesus. That they don't even know their God. They don't know the God they are calling. They are deceiving people. They are deceiving people. They are not telling people the truth. They are not telling people what they're supposed to know. They are not telling people what they're supposed to know. It's just like this stupid Emeka Livingstone. These are the people that made our people to be like the way they are, passing wrong information. Passing wrong information. Emeka Livingstone, you call yourself a pastor. You pass very dirty information to the public. And the people will believe you because you put suit. As a pastor, you put tie. When you put suit and tie, then that is the mentality of our people. Anybody who puts suit and tie to and start in the congregation, you speak in British English, then that person have easy access to capture the brain of our people. Emeka Livingstone, you call him a pastor. The kind of people we will follow. The kind of people that need us to follow him. Let's listen to Onyendu. Let's listen to Onyendu, please.
Only an animal can allow that to happen. Not a sensible human being. Why do you think everybody revolted in the world? That is the sign of civilization. When you revolt against any oppressive regime or system, that is the sign that you are now matured as a human being. Or else you're an animal. You are an animal. When we preach the gospel on Radio Biafra, we tell you the truth. If you have any counter opinion, you present it. People shouldn't look at us and say, oh.
You see, Radio Biafra was the temple. But you see how they devour the temple. The temple which MaziNnamdiKanu built. And he said in Radio Biafra we worship. You see how they devour that place. They use that place as a place of criticism. And who are they criticizing? Biafran government in exile. That is exactly what they are criticizing. And our message will end here by, if you get small key on how to deliver this information, those people you read in the Bible, there is no other way they did their own. All those Elijah, Elisha, Jeremiah, Ezekiel, only that they found out that things is not normal. Things don't supposed to go the way it is going. They say, man, I can't continue with this nonsense. That is the reason. Then they call on Chukwuka Abiyama. Chukwuka Abiyama say, go. Like in the book of Jeremiah, say, I will put my word in you, you will speak. That is what we are doing. We are not doing it because we can speak better than you, who is not speaking. We are doing it because enough is enough. And we look upon the face of Chukwuka Abiyama. We say, send us this journey, we will go. He said, okay, if you are ready, I will send you. He give us message and we are delivering the message. And as we are delivering the message, you see, our sister Flora Akubilo, she blessed me with a big time super chat because she appreciates what we are doing. Any other person that appreciates what we are doing, support us, however, it's not because that is where we depend ourselves to live. This computer you see here, we bought it with a big amount of money. You understand? But appreciation, that is the thing. The way we are appreciating Simon Ekpa. But don't forget, pass the information today. Today is fundraising, because if you need freedom, don't just stay at home for other people to fight Biafra for you. Try to contribute. That's when Biafra finally comes, which Biafra is coming soon, you can be proud and say, this is my contribution. I couldn't make video, I couldn't do this, I couldn't be ESN, but I put my money there. You don't put your money inside a man like you. You put your money inside his pocket, he'll be living large, driving private jet, flying all around, and you are dying. When you are dying, he is not even ready to give you anything back. And how are they deceiving you? Delivering wrong information. That is the reason why they are deceiving you. We are not against them driving their private jet. But remember that without Biafra, there is nothing like Jesus. Without Biafra, MaziNnamdiKanu says, if Biafra failed to come, it means that there is nothing like God. And we call it a day. Thank you, all of us of freedom, as we prepare to return for fundraising. Thank you. Tomorrow we will have another broadcast with a Biafran government in exile, every other person. Thank you all.